Alright, welcome back. We are still at the Elak River Cave. I died on the intro of doing this video once already, just full damage. So we're also going to be making our way down to Cerulean Coast. Having the map up isn't really going to be very easy, but we're basically going to be mostly following the river. We'll come out into like an opening over this way where there's a one of the fire golems. We'll take that out. Some of the important stuff down here as well. So we're just going to get on with that. Some dungeons and stuff I'd like to get done before we do the main castle, so we'll make sure we knock those out now that we have most of the graces for them. And obviously I was talking about sequence breaking last episode. I'm probably going to test that after we've done the dungeons with my strength build, see how that goes. You can see we're just jumping across all of these gaps here. I'm going to get off so we can get this cookbook. I'll show the cookbook just in case. I don't know if anybody's good or bad at platforming, but if you want hefty rock pot, that's there. If you don't want hefty rock pot, you can just run straight to the end of there, and that's going to be slightly easier. Damn it. Luckily that did not end me, which is good. Let's get Moonblade out. Lots of fly enemies. Oh man, really? Took three. You took three. That never happens. I'm going to clear up here. I don't think there's too much in the way of loot, but as I say, I like to clear each area out once, just in case people want to explore around with me as we do it. Ouch. So yeah, not really much up here. There are these soft rocks. I don't quite know how rare they are, but just in case that becomes relevant for some form of crafting, you can get the rocks here, which is useful. Now continue forward. Quite a few birds. This is a little bit tougher as a melee character at this point because there's not very much space to fight these on. And they do like to be pretty aggressive down here. There's one just on the other side of this pillar, which is an auto aggro, so it will be pretty on it with us. So we need to be careful here. Excuse me. It's ready to go with its death spells, as you can see. I really don't want that. Not really. Oh, that's not good. At least that's better timing than I've had it before. Bear with me 1 second, I've just got to switch controllers. Then we'll continue. That's why I have two controllers, so now I can just swap over and we're good to go. It was worth the investment. That's all I can say on that matter. Done. That done. And we're down to the next grace. I think... Oh, did I jump down too far? I think I did. See if we can get back up. There's a lobster over there. It's got a terrible piece of loot, but I've got to show it. 1 sec. Alright, so instead of jumping down that way, what we actually want to do is jump onto the waterfall. There's multiple ways to get onto this platform, but you guys, if I led you off the cliff, one, I apologize. Two, you're going to see what loot we get anyway. It's not exactly world-ending. Unsuspecting lobster, eh? Look, we can't charge the gavel. Right, 4 gavels to get a stun on you. Oh no, give me the crit. I might as well just slash, didn't I? There you go, all that for Summer 6. I mean, I suppose it's okay, we got some decent upgrades. All of that's easily purchasable. All of that's easily purchasable, so not exactly groundbreaking, you can make your decision. If I took you down that cliff and that's a problem, I apologise. It is my fault. But it's not too big of a thing to miss out on. Down we go. And then we get a secret in a second. So we've got the grace. We go down the waterfall. Jump across. Probably a little bit brave there, but you can see it's not too difficult to do. Then we've got a secret here. It's not amazing, but this is the kind of thing I like anyway, where they just leave you like a little thing there. And you're like, oh, what's that about? And then you're just curious enough to give it a go. And you get rewarded for it. Just gonna be trying. You can see there's not too much in the way of loot on here anyway, so we can just loop around. And we get the mushroom bell bearing. Alright, a couple of bits and bobs on this little opening that we're at now. But there are realistically 2 things I want to do before we start messing with all this stuff. And that is, I want to get the map fragment because we can't see what we're doing. And I want to grab a grace because down to that guy's going to be annoying. And there's one that's a little bit closer to it. So we're going to grab that as well. So we're going to stick on this right hand side. Just keep our right shoulder to the cliff. Stay all the way down. Not changing any directions. Just keep right shoulder on the cliff. You'll be fine. Ooh, look, we turn to the right a little bit, but our right shoulder still against the cliff. Still against the cliff. We're starting to see the blue flowers of Cerulean Coast. Very close to at least 2 good int weapons that we can use right now. One of them I won't be using because it's a tiny curved sword and I hate it. But the katana, I haven't gotten to use it yet, but it looks quite interesting. So we may give that a go. Quite melee heavy. I don't know how much people are going to love it, but it is interesting. the amount of katanas we can have continues to rise. Right, so with that done, how many runes do we have? I could force a level, but let's just go and face this big boy here. I don't think we can summon for this one, so we are just going to have to eat it up with Azula's Moonblades. This one can be a bit more of a pain. We have to be much more attuned to what it's doing. So we're going to get in. Careful, because it's probably going to spew a load of really tall flames at us. Yeah, there we go. Get out of the way a load of that. It's just going to be painful. Can't even keep track of where everything is. Let's go to round 2. This really is quite painful, to be honest. It's mostly just the beginning, I suppose. We can get a stun on there. Yeah, that'll help. There we go. That'll stop its combo-age. Oh man, look at that. I keep it the death said. Hopefully it makes people laugh. 3rd time's the charm, as they say. There's a con. I'll pick the runes up. Right, so we're going to see if we can get 2 hits in to get a stun on it, and then I can't even get to them. Hopefully avoid all of this crazy fire that's just going around everywhere. There we go, that's 1 stun. Determined not to let me have my runes. That one's glowing. Oh man. Straight in for the big jump. Flask on. Should be down now. Made sense to get that flask in before you got the crit. Oh my god, what are you doing? Kneeling on me. I think he was going for the grab there. You have to be really careful about the grab that's like insta-death, basically. So let it finish. Well, we got it done. That was more painful than I would have liked it to have been. But not too much more to do around here anyway, so we're okay. Man, I can't believe that. I can't believe we found that for secrets breaks. That means we can get, like, almost anywhere. And around here we want the... Ouch. Lightning perfume ball. If you wouldn't mind, Goatee, if you wouldn't mind. And I can't remember if there's a statue along this cliff either. No, don't think there is. So, fast travel back. We're going to go grab the map, which I should have done before we faced the golem, but we're going to do it now. I suppose we might as well destroy the dragon while we're there. We're on here. What are we on? What are we on? I'm sure people are going to be yelling at me to get strength still, because people are saying I should use some bigger shields and stuff, but I'm good, I'm good. We're okay. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Let's get all Dexy. Yeah. It's not giving me anything. You would be, wouldn't you? It's not. Alright, so, big tombstone ahead of us. That is where a dragon's going to be. Slightly up, we see the tall-looking ruin in the distance, and slightly to the left of that is another gravestone. That is approximately where the map fragment is. So we're going to get that. Maybe we'll just deal with the dragon. It's just dragon. Alright. The mimic tier is going to put this down for us anyway. As long as dogs don't start chasing me, we'll be... this one can raise the dead, so be careful as you are fighting this one. I'm sure others can as well. It's just this is the only one that I've seen do it. Chris, we don't do much of these. I don't know why I bother. Quick, 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 quick. That's gonna hurt. Here come the death. We're still going to concentrate on the dragon. Oh my god, there's so many. Maybe I won't concentrate on the dragon. Man, I'm gonna die. So many deaths in this episode. We have to kill the man, otherwise it's just not gonna go well. Not dying. He cleared him out for me. No, he didn't. I can't even move. Close him out. Get up. See, this wouldn't have even been an issue without all of those. Which is kind of annoying, to be honest. Yeah, get the body, there we go. So it's over now anyway. It's already over. There we are. So, you know what? I'm so low on stuff. To be honest, there's no more enemies really. Well, there is more, but it doesn't matter. Bunark. I can't get on my horse, that's an issue. Oh man, really? What's even aggroed? You! You! All the way over there, you! Unnecessary distance of aggro, that is. Oh, there's still more. It's interesting how the summon range is based on the player, not the summon, right? Alright, let's go get the horse back. Look how much runes you can get here. Go. Leave me alone, damn it. Alright then, map fragment and Scadutree time. Let's go. So we're going to go past where the dragon was. There's loads of stuff to do here. But I don't know how much of it can be done as opposed to like kind of how I did it in the stream. There's a crater just up that way. And I went down the crater and that's blocked off to us right now. So we can't actually go there until something happens later on in the story. So I haven't been and checked where else we can or can't get to like as a limit just yet. So we're just going to come down here, we're going to grab a grace, and we're going to grab Scadutree fragment. The other stuff down here is basically all quest related. There's like a right and a left time. Can't talk, wow. There's a right turn and a left turn, and both of them are quest related. We don't have what we need for either of those quests anyway, but we might as well take the boost while we can, right? This is going to put us back on an odd number, which means when we get one on the way to the next boss, it's going to be another power upgrade for us. There we have it, so that's that done. So now we have the map fragment and a grace. That's very nice. We've got the Scadutree fragment. Now the next thing that we want to do is we want to get to this end of the Cerulean coast. We're going to power past quite a lot of stuff. There's other stuff we can collect along the way, which I suppose might as well get along the way, actually. Just a couple of items that we can pick up. So we just want to kind of come towards... Excuse me. We want to come towards the west, but we kind of want to hit the coast before we turn to the right, because there's going to be loot along there. There's also loot at the top of all of these. These all have... usually like a high level upgrade material of some kind. Sometimes it's a glovewort and sometimes it's a smithing stone. So I'm going to assume you're big enough and old enough to do these on your own. You don't need me to kind of show you where every single one is. Just where you see a set of these steps that leads up to one of these little shrines. Boom, you get an upgrade of some kind. Go ahead and take it. That's actually a respawner version of those. They're like a mini-boss in the base game, which I kind of find funny. No one likes you. Lost Ash of War. Ouch. Oh my god. I can't believe how much damage they do. Round 2. Problem this time, I don't need to go right in the middle of them. Whoa, excuse me. I really didn't like these energy ball things. Didn't like them in the base game, don't like them now. Go ahead, we're going to fight this guy. Make sure we're going hard. We really don't want him closing gaps with us. The cookbook. That's better loot right there. Excuse me. Just how many shots do you need to take? And that clears out the swamp. Probably should advise people like kill a load of these, but these are going to respawn on us, look, so we don't really want to be messing around with that. We do have a grace right over here, though. So we will be picking that up. Nice little respite. And now we're right next to two decent looking intelligence weapons, which you guys may or may not want to use. Sorry about that. Right, so just after this, we're going to turn left towards the cliff. Going to make us head north, as you can see. We do have another copy of Dobby here. This one's actually it was respawnable. Every time I've fought it so far, it's dropped me one of the star fragments that regenerates FP. So maybe a new farm for that, which is nice. We didn't have a renewable source of them in the base games. This is good for Celevis and good if you want to have a consumable that regenerates FP. We want to be pretty aggressive, as you might imagine, because this guy will ruin our day if he gets a good combo on us. Oh my god. Alright, round two. Can't believe he killed me in like 2 hits. Pretty sure that weapon he's using is the one we're going to get though. Like, wow, half health. We're resistant to magic as well as a mage. Alright, so we're just going to face that once. As you can see, start out shards. It gives us this fast spec anyway. Okay, so for weapon number one, good thing is as well, if you just stay to the left, he won't aggro on you, so you can just run past him. Completely optional enemy. Once we're outside, we've got tons of enemies around here, so let's just make sure we're ready for those. I don't really want to unmount. Careful of the blue stuff. They actually give like 1500 runes for blowing up, which is kind of funny. That's weapon number one. Well, why that decided to let me have it. Spirit sword. Like I say, mega short. It's really not the kind of weapon that I like to have. I like to have good reach on my weapons usually. But there it is. Has a nice weapon art, but there's another weapon that's very similar, but it's the Spirit Glaive. A bit more stat intensive if you want to stick pure mage stats, but it's there to be used. Just tons of enemies to be dealing with around here. I just realised I'd never been in that cave, and I just saw the enemy that was waiting behind there to trap me. So as you can see, we're heading west. I can't bring the map up right now to show you. So we went to the north first. If you go back to the pillar where Dobby was, and then turn left instead, you'll come to where we are now. I'm going to see what this guy does, because I didn't go down there last time. Wish that first one would go in there. Scadutree fragment as well. Good job we found that. Good job we found that. Wait. Yeah, that is the right way. More enemies to the left if you want them. Not really too much here, I guess. Ouch. Oh, we go. Lovely. Don't want to get too close to any energy balls, so we're going to get away from those. And now we are in the boss room that we want to be in. It's not exactly difficult, it's just big. So there are a lot of enemies in here, so realistically we should go and cull some of those off before we try to aggro the queen over there. It feels like a normal queen, like it really isn't particularly high in health or anything, so we'll get through this pretty easily. It's just a large encounter. So we're going to come down to the beach first, and we're going to deal with you. Deal with this guy because it's probably the most dangerous one in here. Man, he just like tiny bit more damage. It's so annoying. See how many of them are on it. This queen literally has an army. Right, time for the queen. It's going to be that down, nice and easy. That's the Starline sword. So let's just have a quick demo of this. Alright, so let's look at A, length. I mean, I'm not usually a stats guy, but... So we're talking about weight, it's lighter. Alright, and then... about the same length, and looks very cool. Seems like we're going to need more dex to use it. So we've got a bit of a weight before we can actually put that on. Lovely that though. It's only 10 strength. That's the same strength as Lusat's staff. I've just got to keep putting points into dex, then we can try it out. Same bleed up as the Uchi, which is nice. So just the overall nice little thing for us to test playing with in the series. Glad we found that Scadutree because somebody would have been angry at me. But yes, that's all done. We haven't done this because we can't do it yet. Haven't done. You can get to this beach. Haven't done that. So this actually leads you into all of this. This is going to be a place we have to go later on. There's also a little hut down here. It's kind of all just side content. There's loads of it. That's done, which means the next episodes are going to be side dungeons. Is that a dungeon? Oh, that's just the big pillar. This is like just free loot. So we're going to get that after a dungeon probably. Maybe after Dragon's Pit because we'll be down that end anyway. So yes, next episode we will be doing purely Ruined Forge Lava Intake. And then we'll probably run up and get the Foggy Catacomb Grace. So that we can do that episode after. And then we'll do Dragon's Pit and grab that after. That makes sense. Yeah, we'll do that. So see you guys at the Ruined Forge very shortly.